Okay. You had several pirate attacks, and finally there was an attack that took people.
So on the fifth encounter, same thing with other encounter, we said, well, this time we just don't have anything left. You do whatever you want. We just can't accommodate you anymore. And the unthinkable thing happened. There were two ships, two bigger boats. They made their way down, and all of the teenagers, boys and the men were forced to go up to their ship. And I remember, having my hands tied in the back and just sit there. And of course, they walk around with one of those big steel stick that I thought they were gonna hit us and kind of kill us. But sat there, I remember looking down to the boat. All the youngsters were crying, children were crying, and I had one of those out-of-body experiences. Well, why can't the superpower be here to make sure that this thing doesn't happen? Of course, then I saw the girls being dragged away. At that time, I did not comprehend why would they want to kidnap or take the girls away. Of course, being 16, I was very naive back then. The word sex didn't even occur in my mind. And I thought maybe they do something with them, or they want them to do something, and then they'll return my sister. Just sat there and wait. Never seen her again. My sister.
Beautiful girl. And this is a picture. She was 21 at the time?
She was 21 at the time.
And so this was shortly before she was kidnapped and taken with you. What was her name?
Jung.
Jung?
She's a beautiful human being. I'm just sad that not a lot of people get to know her. Very beautiful human.
Well, thank you for sharing this about your sister. After that, they took the women and the girls away and left more people on the boat than started, right?
Right. When they took them away, they made sure that we didn't have a chance to get help. So they ripped the engine out of the boat. And I remember seeing water getting inside the boat because there was a hole about that big. So we had to plug that hole with whatever piece of clothing we could find. And then we were just sitting there, did not know what to do. A bunch of city people now on this floating boat did not know what to do.
Out in the middle of the South Sea.
Right. And the next, during that time, we did not know what to do. That evening, another boat came by, and at this time, we just say, you took the money, you took the boat, you took our belongings, and the women, now what? But this time, instead of taking things away from us, they unloaded 6 people with the same faith. And their story was very sad, too. The boat owner of those 6 people put up a fight with the pirate and got killed. So the pirates left with a woman, 2 children, and 3 young men. Did not know what to do with them. So they dropped them off onto our boat and let them pretty much die with us.
Yeah, and by that time, did you think that it was the end for you?
That was the case. Water was running out. I remember we had about a couple of containers left. And of course, when these newcomers come, your immediate reaction right away, you feel like this little food and water left. Now, how am I going to deal with these people?
So, but there was something good that happened. How much longer did you spend out there before someone came by to rescue you?
Right, something good. We, at that point, when we debate about sharing food and water, I convinced the people on my boat that if we die, let's just die as a human being. Let's just share everything we have, even though we don't have much, but human being, we share. And I listen to my mom always say, when you see people suffer, cry, you find a way to help.
That's
And we did. We turned around, we shared everything we could. The next day, when we woke up in the morning, we were so tired, but someone had spotted something very tiny out there in the horizon. And we wonder what that is. Of course, these 3 young men just came on our boat yesterday, were very skillful with their boat skills. They suggested, let's put our older piece of clothing we could make a little sail. And a short time after that, they made a little sail. And on the way to that little thing we've been seeing all morning, we got there about 5 o'clock at night, and it turned out to be a huge oil drill platform.
There's an oil rig. Let's get it like the one that we have up on the screen right now.
Right.
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take the rest of, we have about 2 minutes left. And what I want to do is I would like for you, then, you survived. Would like to show a picture of your parents, who you ultimately, because our audience would like to know you, to get them out of Vietnam in 1992.
Yes, we sponsored Mom and Dad over in 1992.
This is a picture of you that I've got to show from 1981, the day you arrived in LA.
Right. Clothes on my back, did not own anything except just a little couple of uniforms, and that's it.
Wanted a couple of other things. This is, as you have said, your proudest day in the United States.
Became the citizen in 1987 in Erie, Pennsylvania, and enjoy all the privileges of a citizen in the United States.
And we're going to show one more picture, and while we are, I would love to know, with all of the strikes against you, what was your motivation? How is it that you've survived and now thrived and become a PhD in engineering and have absolutely thrived, and we've got less than a minute to go?
Yes. So love for Mom and Dad. I knew my mom and dad suffer a lot. When my sister got kidnapped and the news got to them, I did not want to let them down. So I want to do everything I could to be the best I can so that they have something in return. And that's just the love of Mom and Dad. But also,
You know, and here's the bad thing, and I'd love to know about it, but you've got a 9-year-old son now.
yeah.
So I would love to know what you're going to teach him, but I've got a belief in what you said today that it's probably going to be pretty good. Gotta go. Dr. Hugh Nguyen, I wish we had another hour with him, as a matter of fact. Go to world-affairs.org, learn more. We'll see you right here on Public Exposure next week. Take care.